YouTube? It's your boy JusRzd, and today we're reviewing the rest of Secret Level. So we talking episode 9 to episode 15. I already did episode 1 through 8. That's in the previous video that I have tagged at the end of this video. Episode 1 and 8 kind of left me conflicted because I was expecting certain episodes that came through 9 through 15. I didn't know that they were splitting it up into 2 different drops when I first did my video. So I was like, I don't know what's happening. I know they got renewed for season 2 after I did my first video reviewing it. So we're here to talk about episode 9 through 15. I like most of them. I will say that some of them I wasn't really rocking with. Kind of left me confused and kind of like, wait, what was the point? But some of the games, to be honest, just like 1 through 8, some of the games I had never heard of or played. So when it came to 9 through 15, it was some of those up there. I was just like, I don't know what this, like the Outer Worlds joint. I never played the game. So I didn't know what they was talking about, but I didn't like how Buddy got played in the end. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, he did all this to get Shorty, and then Shorty played him in the end. Like I was upset. I was upset. I felt bamboozled. I felt hoodwinked. I felt run amok and led astray. I was just like, what this what we doing? The Exodus Odyssey joint, I think that's the one with the father and the daughter. That was interesting and sad, but I liked it. It was very interesting and sad, but I did enjoy it. It was dope. It was sad, but it was dope. It told a good story. It was sad though. It was a good story nonetheless. That's definitely one of my favorite ones. The Mega Man one was dope. I enjoyed that for sure. It was definitely felt like a start to like a new Mega Man series that might have dropped on Netflix or something like that. It just felt like there should have been more. Like we waiting on episode 2. So hopefully, since they got renewed for season 2, they continue the Mega Man story. Because I want to see more from that world. Because it was dope to see him do what he did. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but it was dope to see him do what he did in that particular episode and see how everything kind of came about. I thought that was interesting. The PlayStation 1 was definitely one of my favorites as a PlayStation owner, player, veteran. I guess you could say it was low-key a glorified commercial. I'm not gonna hold you. It was low-key a glorified commercial, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I liked what they did. I enjoyed how they brought everything full circle. It kind of came about. It was dope. I liked what they did with the PlayStation 1. That was pretty cool. The rest of them, like I said, some of them were interesting. Some of them I had no knowledge of the game whatsoever. So when I was watching it, I was just like, I don't know what this is, but I'm finna watch it. Let me get through these episodes. And some of the stories were compelling. Some of the stories was just like, So, I don't know. For me personally, I'd say episodes 9 through 15. I'd probably give it like a 'm trying to think. What would I give it? Episodes 9 through 15. I'd probably give it like a 7.58. Just because some of this, like I said, some of the stories I wasn't really invested in, but other stories, even some of the ones I wasn't invested in or didn't know the game, I became invested in based on the story that they told. Like the Armored Core one, and I think that was episode 8. I was locked in on that joint, not just because of Keanu Reeves, but just because of how everything happened. I had never played Armored Core before, but I was just like, yo, this is interesting. Like, this low key, like, what are they, Gundams? Like, it had me interested. I was locked in low key, and so I'm interested to see what other games they would do in this type of storytelling style. I hope, like, for instance, there was I don't know if she was supposed to be spelunking or cave diving, or at first I thought it was Temple Run, but it wasn't. But it was like these two. It was a little girl and it was a grown girl stuck in this cave, and they kept retrying the levels. But every time they retried the level, it was different. I don't know the name of the game or the episode, but it was one of the episodes in 9 through 15, and I was low key kind of lost the whole episode based on what they were talking about. Because I'm like, okay, the older young lady was pretty much giving a motivational speech to the younger young lady, as the younger young lady continued to try and fail and try and fail. So I was like, okay, so maybe that's the point of this. But it just, because I didn't know what was going on and I had no connection to the characters, I was just like, oh, this all we doing? Like, there's nothing else. It's just never give up, never surrender. But it's like, I don't know what y'all supposed to be doing. Like, what are y'all doing? If that was the whole point of this, okay, I guess. But I feel like y'all could have accomplished that in a different way, or at least shown us something where one of them was victorious or something. But just to see somebody consistently fail at something over and over again, and they were marking down every time they tried and failed, and it was just like, okay, I get what you're going for, but can we do something different? Can we solve one of these? Can we make it to the end at all? But yes, that one kind of threw me off. It was just like, all right. And like I said, even the Outer Worlds one at the end, when he just ended up getting played, I was just like, this is how we gonna end it? Like, you just, all right. The whole episode you was talking about you can't lie, and then you just gonna lie at the end. All right. Okay. Like I said, I had no knowledge of the world or the video game that they were referring to in that one. Never played Outer Worlds before, never heard of it. So when I just saw it, I was just like, okay. And at first it was interesting. I was like, this kind of reminds me of like a BioShock or a Skyrim a little bit. But then the more it played out, I was just like, all right, I don't get what's going on at this particular point. Okay, he want to get with Shut. Okay, he got with Shut. Okay, she tripping. All right, so now she tripping. So now he gon', because if he don't, then there's gonna be people that's gonna. So then you get to the end, and then it's just like, well, I changed my mind. It was just like, hold on. But the whole time she lying, you talking about you can never lie, and now you lying because she lying, and you don't want her to feel. All right, man, y'all, it made me feel like y'all wasted my time and y'all was playing in my face. That's what it made me feel like. So I didn't like that episode, and that was number 9. That was the first one out the gate. So I was just like, yeah, I don't really know if I like this episode. So if y'all was selling a game, y'all failed. But because I would never buy that game. I would be pissed. Like, no, I'm not about to play this so he can get no. But that one threw me off. So for me, like I said, I'd give the latter episodes like a 7.5. I give it like a 7.5 because the ones I enjoyed the most, I really enjoyed. But like I said, there were some I was just like, I don't care what y'all talking about. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I haven't connected with any of these characters. I don't care. They had this one though that was actually pretty cool, where they were doing like a heist in like a foreign pirated galaxy type of area. It reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit, but it was dope. I really got enthralled in the world. It really got enthralled into the characters that it was involved in that particular story and how they resolved everything. Even though it wasn't necessarily the resolution I was hoping for, it was still like, I kind of like what y'all did with that. Like, I kind of like what y'all did with that. And then the way it ended, I was a little disappointed with how it ended because I thought they was gonna reveal a little bit more than what they did. But you know what? After I sat back and thought about it, I was like, you know what? I ain't even mad at it. I can't remember what episode it was, but it was the one with the pretty much space pirates and everybody trying to the one with the space pirates. If you know, you know. But that one with the space pirate and the pirate crew. That one was interesting. That one was cool. Like I said, I was locked in as soon as soon as they opened up the scene and set the scene, I was just like, oh snap, what's going on here? Like, that's how you tell a story. But I thought that was dope. I would love to see some more familiar games. Like, I remember in the first half of Secret Level, I was kind of disappointed in the Sifu episode because I played Sifu and I was just like, this is low-key like a glorified commercial as well. Like, some of these felt like glorified commercials. And some of them, I was cool with that. Like, the PlayStation one felt like a glorified commercial, but I was cool with what they did. The Sifu one, I was just like, yeah, this is just a glorified commercial for the game. Like, y'all could use this in the ad spot. Like, this didn't have to be a 15-minute show. Like, y'all could have did more. I just felt like they could have told a little bit more of the story. So I don't know. I just felt like it was a glorified commercial, and I was a little disappointed in that because Sifu, the game, was actually pretty dope and pretty fire. I never beat it. Just because I was getting frustrated at myself because I kept dying. But I really enjoyed what they did throughout certain stories. Like the Warhammer joint was cold. It was a lot of ones that was real interesting. Even the Dungeons and Dragons joint was cool. And I never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm familiar with Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I know of it. But I never played it. But the story that they told was pretty cool. But yeah, man, overall, I'll probably give the first season as a whole. So episode 9 through 15, I'm giving 7.5. As a whole, I'm gonna give it. I want to give it an 8, but I feel like 7.5 is sitting right there for me. So I feel like I'm gonna give it a strong 7.5 overall, the whole series, but a soft 8. A strong 7.5, but a soft 8. So maybe like a 7.75. You feel me? But I thoroughly enjoyed most of the episodes. But like I said, there were some that I just never cared. There were some that felt like glorified commercials, and then there were some that felt like video game cutscenes. Like, I was supposed to do something after that. I was supposed to go on a mission or finish a mission at the end of the show, and it was just like, I don't know, it just kind of left me wanting more. And I feel like if you're gonna do an anthology series like that, like, I feel like Star Wars Visions is probably the perfect, like, adaptation of, like, telling disconnected stories in a specific universe that are actually all dope for the most part. Like, it just looked and felt amazing, like, every episode. Even with the different animation styles, to the different stories that they told, to the action, to even the ones without the action, it was just a good time. And just watching different characters interact with different things. Like, Star Wars Visions to me was like the perfect anthology series. And so seeing Secret Level and putting it in like a video game universe, it was okay. It was okay. For the first season, it was okay. I'm hoping that they get better in season 2. I don't know if that means picking better franchises to adapt, or if it means getting better with their storytelling, or both. I feel like kind of both. But well, I feel like better storytelling would, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what franchise you use if you're not telling a good story. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed how weird they got with the Pac-Man thing. That was probably my favorite episode out of the entire season. It was the Pac-Man episode because it got super weird, super fast, but it was dope the way it ended and the way they strung all that together. Like, I was just like, yo, this is crazy, but I like it. Like, it was a dope story that they told. Interesting, like I said, super weird, but I appreciated it. So just seeing that adaptation and seeing even some old franchises get reborn and rebirthed through Secret Level, like Unreal Games, and just seeing all that, how all of that just transpired. I was just like, yo, this is kind of dope. Being introduced to new franchises, that was cool. Like Armored Core, I had never played Armored Core before, so seeing that Yeah, I mean, same thing with the Crossfire one. The Crossfire one was cool too, but it low-key felt like a video game cutscene. Like I was supposed to do a mission after it ended. Like, but it kind of just left me like, wait, what? But yeah, man. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the first season, for the most part. Hopefully they improve on the things in the second season, and they get better with their storytelling and tell more concise stories that don't feel like glorified commercials, or if it does feel like a glorified commercial, it feels good, like the PlayStation 1. And hopefully it doesn't feel like a glorified cutscene either in a video game, and it actually feels like something that was worthwhile, because most of the episodes did. I'm not gonna sit here in front of it like it didn't have good episodes. Dang near some great episodes. So let me know in the comments below how y'all feel about it. If you've watched it, if you've seen all 15 episodes. I know I'm a little late, but I finally finished all 15. Let me know if you feel like I'm tripping. Let me know if you agree with my takes. Let me know in the comments below. Let's chop it up. And don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, so that way you can be notified anytime we drop a new video on the channel, which is every day. So stay tapped in with your boy, and never forget, it's free show to the show free. Let's get it.